Don't do that. Oh, cancel. Sharing. Sharing. No, we don't want to share to there. We don't want to share to there. Didn't even know I was in that group. Okay, we put to there, and then we go to here, to here, here to here, and to there. And then we go back to here, and then we go over here, there, there, here, there, and everywhere. Back to here, then there. Oh, look at that, found it. And one more. People and doggies everywhere. And back here. Feed. And bum, bum, bum. Phone off. Hello. Hello, hello. I know, I've got to get my hair cut. This has gone wild. Who cares? It's hair, right? Who cares? It's just hair. It's just hair. So good morning, everybody, from a very, very foggy Sydney. Very foggy. Not as bad as it could be. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Any day's a beautiful day, right? Rain, hail, well, not so much hail, does damage. Rain, shine, sleet, snow, wind, just not tornadoes, cyclones, hurricanes, mudslides, floods, fires. Anything else is good. Oh dear, dear, dear. So hello, hello. It's off to work we go. Hello, 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 hello. I'm just going through the comments. Just arrived home from the dawn service. Yes. Yes, Anzac Day today. Australia. Let me get this right. I should know this. Australia, New Zealand. Army Corps? Armed Corps? Or something like that. Anyway, it is the Military Remembrance Day today. So yes. And I love, 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 love this day, because without our military personnel, our planet would look very different. Very, very different. And it's just a time to reflect. Army Corps. I knew it was something like that. Australia, New Zealand Army Corps. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, our military people, not only the personnel, but also their families and animals, have given and give so much, including their lives, for us. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing. Right around the world. It doesn't matter what military, even militias. It just, there's still some form of military who's given up their lives, and their family members have given up their lives for a purpose. So again, here's my neutral brain thinking, if you know, as long as you believe in the cause. And yeah, so thank you to our servicemen and women and animals, past, present and future. You are not forgotten. Definitely not. So thank you. Alrighty. So I have a very specific reason for doing this. Yeah, I know my hair is ridiculous. It's got to get cut. It has to cut. It's just it's just a one side's flat, the other side just sticks out. It's like, now you know why I always wear a hat. Maybe I should try sticking this side out a bit. Forget it. Forget it. Okay. Alrighty. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, there's a very specific reason for me doing this video today. I wasn't going to in respect to Anzac Day. Okay, it's really the only day in Australia that I respect 100%. But this video has been triggered by certain comments and beliefs in the military medbed group on Facebook. And this is a long overdue chat. Long overdue. Actually, I'm going to record this in case my internet goes absolutely haywire. Okay, we're recording. So yeah, as I was saying, this chat today has been brought to you by being triggered. Well, not me being triggered, but by certain people being triggered by a certain topic in the military medbed group. Now, we all know that you can't die. Okay, you cannot die. Literally. Your physical body kind of stops working, but you don't die. There's no such thing as death. That is an illusion. Your spirit goes on and on and on and on. You simply change frequencies, meaning you move into another dimension. You do not die. No matter what anyone tells you, no matter the grief we experience, doesn't matter. The spirit lives on 100% of the time and is always surrounding you. Always. Now, we also know that when the spirit decides to not continue living, that, yes, there is proof that the spirit continues. All you have to do is open your eyes. Okay, so if you're asking for proof, then you need to open your eyes, 100%, okay? None of that crap. Right, so we also know that when the spirit decides it no longer wants to live, it kills the body. Pretty simple, yeah? Pretty simple. When the spirit decides it no longer wants to continue physical life, the spirit will kill the body. Car accidents, falling off a cliff, drowning, cancer, old age, poisoning, overdose, eaten by a shark, attacked by a pack of hyenas, mauled by a bear, die in a fire, ship sinking, being hit by an arrow from some child that just got a bow and arrow for their Christmas present. There are a trillion ways to die. Right. We know that. Nobody judges it. So, oh, okay. Oh no, what a shame. Oh, I'm grieving so much. Right. But if someone wants to end their physical life, oh my God. Now that's a whole nother story, isn't it? No, of course it isn't. The spirit wants to end the physical body, wants to end physical life. So why do we judge someone wanting to take their own life and not someone who has or is dying of something? It's the same thing. Spirit wants to end the life of the physical body. I'll tell you why. Religion. Religion. That's it. Suicide is a sin. Your body does not belong to you, it belongs to God. What a load of baloney. Suicide is just another way for the spirit to kill the body. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It is the death of the body. Doesn't matter how it happens, the spirit chooses to not continue physical life. It's the death of the body. That's it. I'll tell you why. people have so much of a problem with somebody else wanting to take their own life? Because of judgment instilled into your minds by religion. And this is why I cannot stand religion. Religion, church, priests, all of that. Besides them being satanic, worshippers and the whole organization being a branch of Satanism, it's mind control. You are not in control. You do not have the power. How dare you do something against God? Therefore, you need to listen to me because I'm telling you the voice of God. Okay, if you say so. No, I'm not having a go at your religious beliefs. I'm talking to the people who are religious. I'm having a go at the organization of mind control. Okay. So then, why do we, besides the whole part of your body doesn't belong to you, how dare you even consider thinking about taking your own life? What a selfish act. Besides thinking that, why do we have such a problem with somebody taking their own life? Why? Because then we would feel guilty that we didn't do enough for them, when in fact, you have nothing to do with their choice. Nothing to do with their choice. It is our selfishness that wants them to remain. It's our judgment of the whole situation that would not be able to stand it if they took their own life. Now, for those who thinking taking your own life is selfish, let me give you a story. Besides me being a palliative care nurse for 10 years, I'm a huge advocate for assisted suicide. And I'll tell you why. 26 years ago, I had a very, very large horse riding accident. Incredibly large. Where I actually broke my shoulder so badly. I had 3 major surgeries to put it all back together. I had 11 cortisone injections, 10 years of physiotherapy. I had even a drug experiment, a trial to try and stop the pain. 10 years, every single breath I took, I felt like I was going to throw up and pass out because I had so much pain. So much pain. There was no end in sight. No end in sight at all. Every single night for 10 years, I went to bed crying, sobbing into my pillow, wishing to God that I did not wake up in the morning. But I was too much of a coward most of the time to actually do something about it. On my 21st birthday, something happened to me which woke me up. And that was, I blacked out at the steering wheel, driving my car to work one morning. And I was inches from going about 80 kilometers an hour headfirst into a telegraph pole. Just before I hit, I woke up and I swerved. That's the moment I realized I had to change. I had to do something. I could either give in to the pain or I could change my attitude towards it. Still, every day was hard. Every day was just agony. Boy, did I wish I was never born. I wished I was never born for a long time. When I see people in pain where there is no end in sight, I don't judge them for wanting to take their own life. Being a nurse, I've had many people ask me to help them take their own life because of their pain, because of their illness, because they don't want to die alone in in a hospital bed. They want the dignity. They want to remain independent as long as they can. Now, many people would judge me for wanting to take my own life, and I did end up trying a couple of times. But of course, I kept all that hidden. I couldn't show the world how much pain I was in. That would be seen as weak, right? People would judge me. Come on, you're better than that. You're stronger than that. You can do this. While inside, I was screaming every single second for 10 years. All I wanted to do was just fall asleep and never wake up again. So when people judge others and say it is selfish to take your own life because others would be left behind, others would miss you, because others love and care about you, don't you think that is a selfish belief? To keep someone here in excruciating, agonizing misery and pain just because you want them to stay? Just because you would miss them? As a palliative care nurse, as I'm looking after people taking their last breath, the family's saying, please don't go, please don't go, don't go, while their family member is in such agony. Don't you think that's a selfish act in itself, as begging someone to stay in agony for the rest of their lives because you would miss them? How do you think that person feels? How do you think that person would feel every day in agony, every day struggling just to survive, just to stay conscious for you, because you don't want to let them go? Sometimes the most wonderful thing, the most beautiful gift you can give someone is allowing them to make that decision for their best interest, is allowing them to say, I've had enough. I don't want to be in pain anymore. I don't want to just exist like a vegetable anymore. Don't you think it's selfish to keep them here for your own needs? So why such judgment of people who are in such pain and misery and don't want to do this anymore? It's not a sin of God. It's not you going against God. It's you making your own decisions that benefits you. And those who want to commit suicide, who just want to stay for their family, while it's a noble act, it's also not being true to yourself. Now remember, every single person is in charge of their own life. Your religious beliefs is the very programming that's keeping humanity down. If you think suicide is cowardly, then you have never been at rock bottom. And that is a judgment from your own inner self, and it is a reflection of who you are as a person, not of the person who's thinking of taking their life. Now, in the medbed group this morning, which is why I'm doing this video, how dare you take your own life? We shouldn't be talking about suicide in a medbed group. It's disrespectful to the people who want to live. Why is talking about death and a choice of death so triggering? I tell you why. Because it's your religious beliefs. People that think about suicide have thought of every other option, everything else. They only get to that point, one, because they've already reached out for help and nobody listened. They've already reached out and asked the universe for guidance and didn't receive. Maybe, just maybe, it is the Spirit's decision to pass in this way. Just the same as the Spirit chooses to pass in a car accident, or a drowning, or a house fire. It is no different according to the Spirit. It's just another form of exiting this physical life. That's it. And maybe it is the person's soul plan to go through that trauma as well as the people that surround them, their loved ones. For some people, it is their soul plan. So why are you still stuck in such judgment according to your own beliefs? You believing it's cowardly, it's never an option, has never stood in the shoes of someone who has done everything they can. You've never stood in the shoes of someone that has been in such pain every single breath they take. So why are you judging someone for doing something that Spirit does all the time, which is exit the physical realm? I'll tell you why. Because it's your beliefs, it's your judgment that's the problem. It's not the person that's thinking of ending their life, it's you. It's your non-acceptance. And that's as 3D as you can get. Judging another's path and choices is judging yourself, is telling the universe, I don't understand life. I still have judgments. I still cannot accept the choices of another that I don't agree with. I do not accept Spirit's choice in what somebody else does with their life. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. You're telling everybody, I don't understand life. I'm in judgment. I cannot accept other people's choices. That person has to live their life according to how I prefer. Their life has nothing to do with you. Even if they are your family member, they are still a spirit having an experience. And it might just be your spirit's choice to go through with losing a loved one to suicide. Then you would have a greater understanding why and how it happens. So why are you judging others? I have, in the last 4 years, been so harassed and bullied and tormented and tortured, mentally and emotionally tortured, because criminals stole my identity to sell medbeds. And people didn't bother researching. So they abused and attacked me, even to the point of threatening my family's life. A couple of years ago, I went to bed several nights and standing in the shower crying, hiding, simply because people's lack of discernment. If you think my speech is dangerous, I'll tell you what's dangerous. It's you holding on to people that are being tortured. It's your judgment. It's your judgment that's torturing others, making them feel less than, making them feel like they have to suffer. I'll never tell anyone to go and actually commit the act. But if someone chooses to, and they have tried everything, and that's what they really want, then I support them. Why? Because I've been in their shoes. I understand. I also know that you never die. You just simply change frequency. And if what I'm telling you today is triggering you, then Lots of self-reflection is needed, because it's not my words that's triggering you, it's your beliefs. My words are making you uncomfortable because your beliefs are not open. Your beliefs are not understanding or accepting. So it's not what I'm telling you that's actually dangerous or triggering. It's you. Literally. It's you. We all get triggered for a reason. And those reasons are always because you have an underlying belief or feelings that you need to look at. So if what I'm telling you is making you uncomfortable, then have a look. Have a look at yourself, be honest. So, you know, it's always about you. If I was to say to you, this afternoon, I'm going to end my life. Now, I just said, if I was to say to you, I guarantee within an hour, I've got heaps of messages offering support, telling me not to do it, and then abusing me that it's not God's will. And I would delete every single one of you, except for the ones, well, probably, yeah, the ones offering support as well, because I said, if I was to tell, which means you didn't listen. So, why? So why? Why should other people live to your beliefs and your desires? Why would they? Because your words and your judgments, when someone is already feeling low and desperate, where there's no end in sight, no light at the end of the tunnel, just more pain and suffering, why would you tell them? Why would you judge them instead of support them? Now, when I was doing palliative care, I encountered this on a daily basis. It was part of the job. Religious people believed that suicide was a sin, telling people, you cannot do this, you cannot leave. How will I cope? How will I cope? How's the person coping that's dying? They're not coping very well, are they? Isn't it more compassionate to allow them to go? If that's what they truly, truly want, thank them for the experience. Thank them for the wonderful time and memories that you have together. And support them. Now, this subject has triggered many, many people. Many people. Good. Good, because it needs to be said. It needs to be said. It needs this topic among the spiritual humanitarian community. Oh no, you can't go. Why? 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 No, it's not more compassionate to stick around for the people that love you to death. It's not selfish to want to not be in pain anymore. It is selfish to want people to stick around for you because they are in pain. That's the selfish thing. That's the paradox. You think people should want to stick around because you love them. But your love is conditional. Your love will only continue while they are around. And then if and when they do pass, you'll probably hate them. Why? Why did you do this to me? You'll blame them for your grief. Just saying. Now, for someone who has actually died 3 times through horse riding accidents, I can tell you the one thing that is the most beautiful passing you could possibly have. And that is someone who loves you sitting by their side saying, it's okay. I support you. I love you. Not sitting there going, don't you go, don't you go, don't you leave me, don't you dare leave me. When it's someone's really, really time for them to go, no matter what you say or do, they will go. But you can always be the bigger person. You can either be compassionate or you can be selfish. Compassion comes in many forms. Now the med beds, this is why the discussion was brought up this morning in the med bed group. Med beds can end your physical body. They can. They can give life, they can take it. As I'm talking to you, I'm noticing some of the comments, and boy, are they in judgment and ego. Wow. And many of you think you're 5D. Judgment. Oh dear. Yeah, no, that's not 5D. No. No, that's definitely not 5D. It's not even a hospital worker to be in such judgment. Do you think doctors and nurses can judge someone who's a rapist or, refuse to treat someone who comes in handcuffed by the police? No, that's just a basic hospital worker. They don't even have that judgment. Let alone 5D. Okay, let alone 5D. So, if you want to move forward, the first thing that you need to do as a spiritual person is drop the judgment and understand that every spirit is here in this incarnation to have an experience that you may not agree with. And you know why that's perfect? Because it's not your life to agree with. It's actually none of your business what people do and what they choose. Actually, none of your business. You can't control what other people choose. Many people get addicted to drugs. Can you control their addiction? No. So what makes you think you can control how they live and end their life? You can't. So why try? Why try? Why not just love and support one another? Why not just love and support people in their decisions? There'll be much less crime. There'll be much less hatred. Much less murder and assaults. Human life is just far too complicated because of beliefs. Simply because of their beliefs. Changing your beliefs and opening your mind is as easy as changing your underwear. It's as easy as deciding to go to the toilet. It is that simple. So why do we hold on to things that we can't control? Why are we judging others for a life that we prefer for them instead of what they prefer? It is their life. Their spirit has chosen it. Are we telling spirit, God, you can't do that because I have a belief? Seriously? You're going to tell spirit, you can't end your physical life because I don't think you should. Do you know how childish that sounds? Really? That's really childish. Spirit, you can't do this. God, I forbid you. It's a sin to yourself to end your physical incarnation on this planet at this time. You told me so. Really? You can't end your life because I will miss you. How selfish is that? And you call the person wanting to take their life selfish. Yeah, okay. Pot calling the kettle black. Just saying. Being in 5D is about removing your judgments. It's about acceptance that people will live their life and make different decisions that are very uncomfortable to you. They don't have to stay just because your beliefs tells them they have to. Your belief is your belief. Just like if you want to believe in Jesus and worship him and believe in Allah and all that, it's your belief. You cannot push it onto somebody else. That is the life that you have chosen. Some people choose to die of cancer. Some people choose to drown. Some people choose to die in a mudslide. Some people choose to die in a helicopter or plane crash. Some people choose to put a rope around their neck, tie it to a roof and hang themselves. Some people choose to down a bottle of pills. Some people choose to cut their throat or their wrist. Some people choose to fall off a building. It's all just the spirit choosing to end their physical incarnation at this time. And guess what? You will too. Each and every one of you, including me, will make that choice to end your physical incarnation, your physical body. That's it. So why are you judging other people for doing the same thing that you are going to do one day? End the physical life, no matter how that happens, is not a sin. It's not. It really isn't. Alright, I'll leave it there because so many people haven't got a clue and need a lot more work on themselves, and this video has opened the doorway to a lot of self-reflection, which is the point. Maybe now some of you in the medbed group can actually see a different perspective on death, because death doesn't exist, neither does the physical reality. It's all just a manifestation of conscious thought. It's an illusion, nothing more, nothing less. And your beliefs will determine how you experience that illusion. Nothing more, nothing less. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now.